we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas's offense will get the first crack at it here. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Done enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
It's complete on the right side. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Let's it fly. And he's in for the touchdown, but is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Back swinging for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma's offense will have its first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really... There he goes! Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. And the Sooners in the hurry-up.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're...
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
This offense rolling.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense lining up quickly. Trying play action. Catch in the middle. It's Cox. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under fire. Finds his man. It's Foster. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Foster. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Right on the money. They'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The quick out. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing.
Breaks free. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Got it in the middle, it's Sanchez. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cox. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Sooners will snap it on first and 10.
Quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a... You go fast.
Quarterback on the keeper. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The Sooners are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They want to throw it. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll make it a... possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Got it in the middle, it's Upshaw.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Lynch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level.
He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and takes...
Brings into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Sooners heading quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He'll keep it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Foster. At the 20, he's got space. And he eluded the defense. Touchdown, Oklahoma! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. It's Upshaw. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Upshaw. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Longhorns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught near the sticks. It's Lynch. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls it in. It's Upshaw. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to throw again. He tries to take the top off. It's caught. They want a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game.
Oh, they blocked it. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Back to pass on second down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch, it's Culver. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. They punt it away on fourth down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Culver. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Foster. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And he hooks him up with another first down on the keeper, just the way James Street did back in the old Wishbone days.
And I think being at Texas is such a big brand, such a huge name. You got to find that guy at QB. And you mentioned Street, McCoy, Young. When you find that guy, the program just goes.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Longhorns! And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Sooner Schooners face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Off the play fake on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll run play action. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's got it near midfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That's caught. It's Lynch. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Bird. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle was made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Upshaw. Now the connection takes it to the 11. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. This time it's complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you...
Momentum in rivalry games, you just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And down he goes back at the 3.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Sooners will call on their punt team. He gets it away from his own end zone. On his way from around the 50. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Upshaw. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to slam in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Second and goal for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll go full wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Looking to throw. He wants it all. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. One. To pad the stats. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Wait till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. It was the Longhorns who will ride off